Hello and welcome to Ecom Design Hacks. My name's Zach, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a quick image hack specifically for Apple users to help you clean up any images that you have grabbed from AliExpress or Alibaba or any similar site where you're drop shipping or sourcing from, and making those images a bit more professional looking, giving them a transparent background, which not only means you can use them on your product pages, but also you can overlay them on other backgrounds and stuff if you want to do something like that. And I've opened up a couple of stores here as an example so that you can actually see what I'm talking about there. So this coffee site here, you can see they've got this quite striking landing page with this black background here, and this picture of a coffee bag, which has been, the background has been removed so that it's a transparent image, and they've placed that on top to give it this nice sort of 3D effect. It really pops out at you. So if that's something you're going for, this will help. But also with just a standard product page, you want your images generally to have just a clean white background. There's a bit of shadow here, which is fine as well. Again, it gives it a more realistic effect. But you don't want all the crazy sort of stuff going on in the background that you'll often find with any images that you've pulled off AliExpress, and often they'll have like a logo up in the top corner or something like that as well. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that for free with a tool that is available as standard on all MacBooks, as far as I'm aware, all MacBooks, and any other Apple devices. Okay, so before we go ahead with this, obviously you can do this. I'm sure there's a way to do this on Windows computers as well for free, but I do all of my work on a Mac, so I can't help with that. However, I can point you in the direction of another tool that you can use online to achieve the same thing, but it is paid, and that is Clipping Magic. Excuse me. And there's other sites like this. Essentially, they'll do the same thing, and as I say, it is paid for. It's not too expensive, but obviously, if there's a free way to do it, then I don't see why you should pay for that. But if you're on a Windows computer, or you don't have the time or patience to try the way I'm going to show you, even though it's pretty much the same, then you could always go for an option like this. Okay, so that's clippingmagic.com. You could always give that a try. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to jump on AliExpress, and I've not prepared anything beforehand, so I'm just going to go in blind like you would be doing if you were setting up your store. I'm just going to choose any category. Let's go for women's clothing, and I'm just going to find a bog standard image that we'd want to use if we were importing it into our store. Okay, so I think this is a good one here actually. So you can see here you've got this sort of faded bluish sort of background, and a logo here in the corner as well, which obviously we wouldn't want to appear on ours when we put it onto our site. So we'll use this one as an example. Also, what I can show you another little trick here as well. The images that show up as the main images when you go to a product on AliExpress, if you right click on them, you won't actually have the option to save the image. Now there's two ways to get around this. Oftentimes these images will actually be included in the description by the seller. If you scroll down, you'll see here they've got the full image size of some of those in the description. Not the one we want though. So what you can do is, if you just click that image here, so anywhere on the image, it will pop up in a new window and allow you to view all those images there. Well, what you can then do from here is, again, see, you still can't right click, But what you can do is, if you just move your window aside slightly, click, hold and drag that image to your desktop or a folder, anywhere you want to save it really. So again, that's just select the image, click it, hold, drag, and there you go. Okay, just delete that one. So this is the image we're going to use. Minimize out of there. Okay, so wherever you save that image, you want to go ahead and open it up and make sure it opens with Preview, which is the standard image viewer for MacBooks. And from here, what you want to do is find this little toolbox icon, click that, and that will bring up the extended toolbar. Now, the second icon in should be for you a little magic wand looking icon, looking all sparkly there. It's called the Instant Alpha tool. You want to hit that. And what this is essentially going to do is allow you to select outwards from the point that you click any pixels that match the color that you first clicked. And by doing that, it's going to allow you to essentially select the entire background and delete it whilst keeping, in this case, the lady with the weird head thing on. I don't know what that is. If anyone knows what that is, comment below. And obviously I'm going to get rid of this as well. So with that clicked, you just want to choose anywhere on this background, and you want to click, and then you want to drag the mouse outwards or in any direction. And what you see is, as you drag outwards, the reddy pink color will expand to show you what you've selected. Okay. Now, because this is quite a light background, almost white, and her hair's blonde, so the transition between them isn't much at the edges. It's going to be trickier than some images to get that right without accidentally cutting off, half a head or an arm, something like that. But you just need to have a little patience, take it step by step, and you'll get there. So what I mean by doing it step by step is, if you click and hold, just so that you've got a section of it, that will do there. You can see that it's not going over any of the edges of the woman, it's not cutting off any of her hair, and once you've got to that point, you can let go of the mouse and it will show you what you've selected. Then all you need to do is just hit the delete key. It will probably pop up with this little message saying that you need to convert to a PNG, and you want to convert that. The reason for that is just that this is currently a JPEG, which doesn't support transparency, whereas a PNG does. Okay, and now that we've done that, just do it again here. That's fine. Get that bit. Okay, and the more you do this, the quicker you'll get. You'll get a feel for the sensitivity and be able to do it quicker. So I'm just going to go in here at the top. If you're using the mouse pad, the trackpad on a MacBook, what you can do is pinch zoom to zoom in and get those edges if you want to be really particular. If you're using a mouse, then I assume you could probably use the track wheel, the scroll wheel, to zoom in and out. If you do accidentally delete something like that, just make sure you immediately undo that with either the shortcut Command Z or by going up to Edit, Undo, and just attempt it again. Okay, so once you get to a stage like this, where you've got a few little bits on the outsides that are quite small, and the image, rather than trying to select each little bit, you can come back up to the toolbar select the rectangular selection tool and click and drag that out. It doesn't matter about getting it to the right size, because once you've let go, you can resize it to anywhere you want. And you just want to basically select as much as you can without cropping into the product image, and then just hit delete. Again, same thing on this side and here. And if you do it in stages, sort of like a step, you can get in close to the image without overlapping it. And then get rid of the logo here. And that's pretty much it, guys. And might go in at the top here once more. In fact, if you get a section like this where you can't really get in there with a rectangular tool, because unfortunately you can't rotate the rectangle, then what you can do is switch to the elliptical selection tool and drag out a circle, and that will allow you to get in a bit closer while still avoiding the edges of the image there. And again, all I'm doing here is dragging out, letting go, and then hitting delete to get rid of that section. Okay. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, I think. Yeah, okay. So, and there we have it, guys. Just save that. And if you just save it automatically, it will save as a PNG with a transparent background, so you could import it into your store, and you could place it over a background like I showed you in the coffee shop example. Or if you want to save it with a plain white background to upload into your store, what you can do is just File, Export, and here where it says Format, you can select from the drop down list JPEG. What I like to do is just make sure this bar is up to the top, so it's the best image quality it can be, because normally the file size won't be too large if you do that. Okay, and there you have it, guys. A nice clean looking image, professional for you to use in a store, taken from AliExpress. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, comment below. If anything didn't make sense, or if there's a particular part that you want me to go over again in more detail or anything like that, again, just drop a comment or send me a message and I'll do my best to help. And lastly, make sure you head over to Facebook and join our group, e-commerce design hacks, where you can find more support, hints and tips, and some free templates and files to help you out. Have a great day, guys. Take care.